Half a Day. I'm Clare Smith, bringing you your daily renewal. Today I have the pleasure to sit with Dr. Wes YOUNGBERG of the SDA Wellness Clinic. Thank you for joining us, Doctor.
It's great to be here.
So for those who are not familiar with you or some of the programs that you've spearheaded together with your team at SDA, can you give us a little background?
Well, I had the privilege to come out here in 1994 and met a lot of wonderful people, and little by little we developed a team at the SDA Wellness Center. Our goal was to do in-services for all the doctors, all the nurses, for all the different organizations on Guam, to help them be part of the solution for really preventing, but also helping reverse diabetes on Guam as well.
Wow. Conventional wisdom and medical tradition, they state that there's no cure for diabetes.
That's right. If you go on the internet, very prestigious medical organizations saying there's no cure. You know,
right.
Diabetes is a lifelong disease. There's no way to reverse that. But actually, lifestyle medicine physicians know better. Mm-hmm. We have spent years figuring out what is it going to take. You know, how much do we have to get our patients to become aware of and incorporate into their new lifestyle to get them to actually hit that tipping point so that they're reversing disease. They're actually healing faster than they were before, so that they're no longer progressing in their disease. So the average person with diabetes gets worse. If they're taking all their medications the way they're supposed to, they're still going to gradually get worse. That's the current paradigm. But if we focus on the actual cause of the problem, which has nothing to do with medications, right? That will dramatically change the course of disease and even reverse it. And most people are willing to do what it takes.
You've also written this book, Goodbye Diabetes. So tell us about what prompted you, or you obviously have a ton of information to write a book.
Yeah, it really has mostly to do with my experience here in Guam. I'd worked for many years prior to coming to Guam in this field. My goal was to help, again, give hope to these individuals. And this book is focusing on really defining diabetes beyond the way we currently understand it. Right now, the thought is that it's just blood sugars. Mm-hmm. But really, high blood sugars is just the tip of the iceberg. The real problem with diabetes is all that ice underneath the surface of the ocean that drives heart attacks and strokes and cancer, like colon cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer. And people need to understand that reversing diabetes also reverses the major risk factors for most cancers, heart disease, stroke, and even autoimmune disease, dementia, Alzheimer's, headaches, all kinds of problems.
So there seems to be a lot of people out there who are not even aware that they're diabetic or pre-diabetic.
That's right. As far as pre-diabetes, at least 90% of individuals right now who have pre-diabetes, a condition that increases the risk of a heart attack by 400%. Okay? Pre-diabetes is not just a problem with, possibly becoming diabetic in a few years. It by itself is a serious condition that promotes cancer, promotes heart disease, stroke, hypertension, etc. But even people with full-blown diabetes, a full third, 35% roughly, of individuals who already have diabetes don't know it, even though they've had recent blood tests, the standard blood tests. The most sensitive test is actually doing a sugar stress test, where you're actually drinking a sugar drink in the laboratory. It's kind of like women who are pregnant, right?
I was going to say, I was pregnant a year ago, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, and so why is it that we treat our pregnant women so well by doing these 3-hour glucose tolerance tests, but the rest of us are like, what, chopped liver, right?
Where can we find this book?
This
Goodbye
book should
Diabetes.
be available. I know it's going to be at the Guam SDA Clinic, Simply Foods, at Heavenly Veggies, and anybody else is willing to sell it.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, it's wonderful being here with you, Claire.
All right. Join us next time for your daily renewal.